Welcome to Alternate Film History. I am Richard Roundtree. In this evening's retrospective, we look at 3 films that were originally supposed to make it to fruition, but the various studios pulled out early, as it were, leaving a wee pile of discarded shame on the cutting room floor. Our first film was an experiment in 1970s filmmaking, that wonderful era when hookers walked New York City's Times Square, when cocaine, LSD, and the clap were your friends, where an Italian director and his stoner actor friends take too many drugs and decide to take a chance on the idea of Shakespeare's Hamlet. But when you chase the dragon while snacking on the devil's lettuce, your Hamlet is cast entirely by monkeys. Really, I don't know what's more impressive: the conceptualization of a stupid premise to entire film, or that someone bankrolled enough of it that these production photos exist. The production fell apart after several monkey-related attacks. Next up, we take a journey to the exotic Middle East. We leave behind Hollywood for Bollywood, Hollywood's eccentric and delightful Indian cousin, with India's version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In the 1990s, Turtle Mania had taken over North America, so it only seemed natural that the burgeoning Bollywood market attempt a dance-filled interpretation. And yes, it's as weird as you would hope. Unfortunately, production was halted after the bribery funds used to get permission to film on certain streets dried up. After the mayor, police chief, fire chief, district demon, city planner, and a man named Aslam all received payment, the actual permit office that required payment to film received a bounced check. This ending turtle fever in India, followed by actual turtle fever, which was a flu virus spread from real-life turtles. And finally, we end tonight's retrospective with a John Carpenter film that never was. In the late 80s, John Carpenter was riding high with the hit remake of The Thing, They Live, and Big Trouble in Little China, when he was approached to adapt the, at the time, small comic company Marvel, and their comic book Howard the Duck. Carpenter, for his part, wanted a duck take with an emphasis on horror. The studio pushed and John Carpenter pulled. This resulted in a mixed bag of horror and comedy, with no room for the family. So Marvel exited the film with its IP, and went on to make the smash hit version of Howard the Duck that broke box office records. Just kidding. It sucked duck balls. I'll bet you're wishing the Carpenter version actually existed. Me too. The 80s was filled with so much excessive awesomeness that it didn't even have room for this epic deluge of high strangeness. Well, that's it for this evening. I hope we gave you dirty little cinephiles your fix. See you film junkies next time.